far out from the cut, and this is our first order and first Republic match we've had today. It looks like they are ready to go. Timer has started, and I will open up betting. One hard from the engineer, one straight, and he will block the blue torrent. Wow, the client going big on Dezlin here. Dezlin is Scott. And looks like Ahsoka is going to Chopper. Click throwing around target locks everywhere. Click must do something, because I don't know why he's throwing around these target locks. There's no jam. Blackout with the hard turn. And Kylo, also a hard turn. These silencers aren't gonna commit anywhere, droid. I don't think we'll see them engage unless it's favorable to them right off the bat.
Yeah, it might be a little bit here. So, I think those locks there are for Chopper after. So,
oh yeah,
C110E. So gives a if Click isn't in range to get a lock, and then after to turn on Click's ability, then he can jam off one of the jam off a lock or whatnot after with Ahsoka if the turn doesn't quite work out right, especially with Blackout Blackout and Kylo moving after. So that's my guess on it, though. This is a really interesting list from Dezlin. Obi and Ahsoka are pretty well-established pilots. Ahsoka has a fantastic both support ability and to help herself out. Really kind of reduces the effect of stress as well. CLT obviously very good. Also, the Blue Squadron Protectors are something that we don't see very often. With dedicated, there's been a few lists that have used dedicated well, but most people haven't been investing the additional points for the Blue Squadron with dedicated device, just taking a Gold Squadron Trooper. I think that's going to pay dividends, boosting the defense for his other ships here. And then Click also a good support ship with R3 there, being able to get locks out on 2 opponent ships is going to be really helpful, allowing you to spend those to prevent or spend charge to prevent range bonuses from being applied. So really interesting list there. And then Dezlin's opponent here is flying a really, I don't want to say standard triple silencer, doubling down on Blackout with trick shot. Not something you see that much. Recent thinking would say that you don't double down on Blackout, but with how these obstacles are set up, I could absolutely see Blackout's ability getting triggered here, and then the silencer is just a phenomenal chassis to start.
Yeah, it's one of the better chassis in the game. And real quick, Zugzord, thank you so much for the follow, and Dash, thank you for the Prime subscription. This is a really interesting matchup because it's aces that can outmaneuver you versus more, I don't even want to say beef. It's not really beef, but it's like synergy, I guess. Like, these silencers are independent actors, and the Republic wants to kind of hang together.
Yeah, so what I expect to see Dezlin, TGXDX on here, but what I expect to see our first order player run, David, is try to get to a point where he forces Dezlin to pick a target. Try to get him to fly down into these obstacles, either split the force or pick a target. The silencer's defensive enough that it's hard to delete in a turn, especially with a set of ships here that don't hit particularly hard. They're fairly defensive here, but not particularly hard hitting.
Yeah,
So
they're plucky ships. They'll pluck at you.
yeah, absolutely. So that's what I expect to see from a first order player. Try to be able to attack from 3 different angles, get some damage in, reset, or whatnot. But Dezlin does have a really defensive list as well.
And Ahsoka is continually spending force to give evades to that lead blue squadron protector. I gotta color these right because he recolored them. I hate when people do that. It's a pet peeve of mine, but you can't stop them. So what am I gonna do? So one of the blue squadrons is blue, which I guess makes sense. The other blue squadron is green. Click is like a magenta-ish. Obi is red and Ahsoka is purple.
And I actually didn't notice that round, but is the so David is first player here? Is that correct? So
yes, David is the first player.
Kylo is moving before Obi. The nice thing, especially once we get into the kind of the knife fight stage of this, is that sense on Kylo is going to give him the knowledge he needs. With Obi, the rest of the list is moving before him anyway, so not that big of a deal. Obi is a really good ship, but he's not a particularly heavy hitter either. Yeah. So he'll have the knowledge he needs at least to.
I'm not a huge fan of spending force on sense, but if you get it for free, I mean, pretty free.
Yeah, absolutely. Get into that range 1, unless you're really defensive with Kylo, right? So you're not really going to get pinged this turn or whatnot. I wouldn't spend force on it, but especially with only 2 force on Kylo, he's your most expensive ship, all that. But once you get into that knife fight, get into that range 1 bubble, I think it's going to be really helpful.
Yeah.
Looks like we've got a pretty good mix of bets right now across the two competitors here. Big positioning game right now. Red goes and pieces out, doesn't want anything to do with this first engagement, and no consequences for that rock, which I think is is that a bingo spot? No consequences?
No consequences is always a bingo spot.
Always a bingo spot. That silencer is gonna pick up at least one shot here this round from the venerable Blue Squadron Protector.
It does have it's good agility though. Like it's got silencers are just they're so good. It's just such a good ship. It's like a defender. The more you think about it, the more you're like, man, this ship is great.
Yeah, big. I mean, anybody who spends any time over with us at X-Wing Debrief knows a big first order and CIS player. Love me some TIE silencer. We see here the Blue Squadron Protector up front. That blue Blue Squadron Protector got the Ahsoka target lock, so he's going to be double modified on his range 3 attack here on red, and then I think Click is going to have a shot as well. It'll be close, but I think you might have it there. We see Blackout and Kylo heading for the far corner of the board right now, trying to split again, pull Dezlin in through the obstacles. Dezlin picking up the lock here. Just barely in range 3, spawning that front arc there to check it, and we will get Obi with the first shot.
Obi's gonna spend the lock early for 1. That'll be evaded. Click now, range 3. For a crit.
Ooh. Here's the 4th die for range 3.
And it
Oh,
pays
there it is.
off. The delayed 4th dice. We always knew it. There we go. Some natties. And finally, a shield. So I guess you can't say never punished, but seldom punished.
Yeah, minimal consequences. That's, taking 3 shots there, just barely outside, or with no modifiers, just barely outside range 3 on Ahsoka. That's, he is gonna go back over the rock. It looks like it's well within the nubs there, so he will go back over this.
Yeah,
but
I think he heads fast. I think that's gonna be like a 5. That's a 5 forward if I've ever seen one.
Yep, just get to the corner and let Blackout and Kylo start working their way back around. Honestly, we could see from Dezlin a target switch if he thinks that Blackout is going to try to work his way back up to the top corner of the board. He's got space to be able to kind of turn in.
Yeah, I do not want to give up my flank to Blackout and Kylo to chase the least expensive silencer in this list.
Like, not at all.
ED687, thank you so much for the follow. Dash says, man, I really want Republic lists to do well, but it seems that faction lacks any strong competition. A lot of 2 attack and low agility. Well, I disagree with the low agility part. Like, Hadas have 3. Delta 7s have 3. Sylv J, thank you so much for the follow. Commander Labs, thank you for the follow. Hadas have 3. Delta 7s have 3. B-Wings have 3. Like, they have 3 dice agility shots, but you're right that they don't have a lot of hard-hitting stuff, and I see your point on Delta 7s, where to get it to hit harder, you have to take less agility with the title, and it's pretty expensive.
70 is so good, though.
It is. I mean, it's really great. It's great on Jedi. Like, it's fine. It's like it's so good. But it is an expensive thing. Never punished there. 5 forward, like we thought. So Jay says, I love this silencer list. It's so fun to play. Silencers are great. They're one of the most fun ships because of the repositioning. Along with, like, and they don't have the TIE interceptor feels badism when you just get like rocked. There's the boost from Click.
I really like this positioning from Dezlin right now. I don't dislike David's position, don't get me wrong, but he still has that kind of support, but he's setting a net a little bit. Like, he's got options. He hasn't hard committed to anybody yet. But David's still in a good position. Those barrel rolls out give him options, less so with Blackout, although he can just head to the top of the board. Kylo still has a lot of options over there. This Signer Jameis Engineer is kind of stuck in the corner right now, or kind of stuck to the bottom of the board at least. He could, I guess, turn right and get out that way, but Obi's hot on his trail.
Yeah, Obi closed that real fast. Spends the lock. 2 hits. Nope, he doesn't even have the lock. He re-rolled for no reason. 1 hit, and 2 evades anyway. And that just, silencer's good. Silencer good. That's all you can say. Click. Gonna take a range 3 shot. For 1. Four dice for the silencer. Finds 2. Yeah, we're hoping he's not going hard in on the 1 and just giving up the game to Blackout here. And a range 3 obstructed shot. Natties, but I mean 5 dice and a free conversion. And plenty of evades. Dash says, but the Adas have 0 shield, and if you upgrade Deltas with their Delta 7 thing, it makes the 39 generic ship to 49. I agree. I'm not fighting you on your point so much as saying that, like, you can get agility, but you can't get punch and agility. Like, is there a 3/3 ship in the Republic?
Nope.
No, yeah, there isn't.
The only
Rick, if you move faster than your opponent, I guess. Like,
yeah,
Rick Ollie, that's it.
Adas if you bullseye. I mean,
yeah, Adas if you bullseye.
That yeah.
But again, they're not exactly coming out with a lot of
The only native 3-die ship is the Ark,
which is rolling 1 agility and a medium base.
Yep.
And you don't get Nora.
Yeah. I will say, you know, I've flown a little bit of Delta 7 Republic recently. The 37B plus something archetype is really solid. It's a lot of fun to play too.
Yeah. Which leaves the question: what can even be added to the Republic at this point?
So they've got there's some shuttle options, as well. You know, it'll be interesting. I know that the internet has generated lists out of legends and all that stuff as well. We may see some stuff come out of the Bad Batch show as well once that kind of comes online. But...
H Daily 1988, thanks for following. Yeah, it seems to be all legend, and it doesn't seem like they've had any problem. Oh, Ahsoka is gonna chopper for an evade and ability barrel roll, and that was backward. Can I try? Oh, yeah, middle works. And a strain here for green. And Obi is going to just boost. Gonna check for a target lock. Oh, that's click. I get those confused. That's why I hate these ships sometimes.
They look very similar on the board. That does mean that click has the ability to turn off range bonus for Blackout and for Kylo with that R3 or one of them this turn with the charge out there. The blue squadron protector position here for Dezlin is really good because
I'm staring at Blackout with an obstructed shot on it right now.
Yes, but if David goes after the not blue squadron protectors, then Dedicated's online for both Ahsoka and Click right now, and we'll see where Obi ends up as well. But you're right. We will see that. Oh, okay. Just get the barrel roll.
And you know what? That's setting up for next turn. I have no problem with that. Like,
I'm just trying to stay out of CLT there also.
Well, yeah, but also the asteroid. You don't want to be running over asteroids. And I think, I mean, too late for a red, but otherwise you don't want to be. Kylo just taking a focus. He is. And Obi-Wan's going to take a target lock. I think that's going to be bullseye. I think it's going to be a bullseye banger on Kylo Ren.
Yeah, it's close, but I agree. I think it's going to be a big CLT shot.
Right. Does have an obstructed banger here. Knockout does carry trick shot too. He could go 4v2. He's going to go on Click. I like this move. These things can blow up. All you need is one bad defensive roll. Click isn't modified. But nope, he's changed his mind. Never mind, I don't like it as much.
So it would be +2, -2.
Yep, so it's 4v2. And he's actually strained as well, so it's one die. And that's going to be 2 crits early into green. And that triggers an immediate fuel leak. So that's 3 damage and half points.
And the old weapons failure, turning that green blue squadron protector into a single die of justice.
So a weapons failure and a fuel leak. Fuel leak triggered first. It was the dream scenario. That's an instant half point there for Blackout. And now Kylo Ren's going to go in on Click. Waffle, thank you for the follow. Love waffles. Kylo, ooh. Kylo will spend a force. Click. Rolls 3. Gets 1. That shields down on the Click. That is half points as well.
He could have dedicated there.
Yeah. Obi-Wan CLT, and he's going to deny the bonus. And Obi-Wan spends the force for 3. Kylo is going to take their shields. Getting bloody here, droid.
Yeah, big first attack on Kylo there, taking 2. Good use of Click.
You know I'm a fan of focusing fire, but he's going to go into Blackout to not get range bonus here. They're both modded. Click. Let's have a lock. He'll spend it, and it stays at 1. And Blackout evades. Ahsoka Tano. I mean, you got to go back in on. You got to go in on Kylo Ren, right?
I think
all
you
the
should
same.
Kylo here. If you can get this other one, you know, you get that early big half points on Kylo, and Kylo plays pretty scared.
This is on Blackout though. On Blackout, and it's 4-2. Shields down.
Really good start here for Dezlin.
And now the Blue Squadron Protector, hero of the Republic. For 2. Hits for 1. And Blackout still has a focus through all of this. Gets the evade. Kylo and Blackout both end with tokens. Kind of silly. And
Certainly surprising.
Diesel with that half points on the Blue Squadron Protector color green. You know what that means, right? We get a scoring update with Gerg. Gerg!
It's a scoring update from Gerg.
And you get to hear it not take effect because that's not how this works.
Your score now is David 32, Dezlin 0.
Thanks, Gerg.
Thanks, Gerg.
So,
just so you know, I heard Gerg perfectly clear. It was awesome. Pure vintage Gerg.
Vintage Gerg. So, I mean, I think both people have reasons to be happy, right? Like, Click got half pointed, you half pointed one of the torrents, but at the same time, you got shields down on both the expensive silencers. Everyone's got reason to celebrate here.
Yeah, so both Kylo and Blackout being 1 away from half points is a potentially giant swing in points coming up, obviously. And then we also, you know, with Kylo and Blackout being so close together, it's a, you know, kind of allows Dezlin to create this kill box for both of them, or potentially block, you know, both here with, you know, one ship or whatnot. So it'll be interesting to see how how David manages this piece. I will say that the Signer Jameis can too hard right barrel roll boost back in, relatively uncontested. I don't think that we're going to see Dezlin just turn towards red right now. I feel like that'd be fairly silly. So we'll likely see red get right back in the game here this turn.
Yeah, agreed. And the good thing about Ahsoka moving slow is she's going to be able to pass this jam off. She's absolutely going to be able to get this jam away on one of these silencers here. We'll find out pretty fast who the priority target is. And also, Blue's in a good spot, to your point before, because he's blocking a lot. There's not a lot of space for these silencers to go right now.
It wouldn't surprise me if at least one of these silencers tries to 5 straight out of this. But
well, it's not going to be Kyle.
Last creates, yeah. Obi moving last creates issues with that.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement that. Hold on a second. Excuse me for butting in, but I believe the red silencer should have a stress, not his own target lock. So I think we're in agreement that it's a too hard barrel roll boost, focus boost. Maybe you just focus boost and send the red one after the green torrent. Try to finish it off. It's kind of easy to forget that green torrent exists with so much other dangers there.
We could see that. I think that rock creates a kind of a vector challenge for red, but he could try to kind of go around it here. I think we're going to see the barrel roll back right. Yep, back right here from red, and boost right.
Yep,
looking good for red.
Whoever thought red would be the one to flank? And green will fix Ruppard's failure.
Not the worst idea in the world. That cleared.
First edition Hawk, no more. I think it's free target lock time. You're not getting shot. Grab a target lock. But he'll take an evade.
I guess he could see a range 3 maybe from red, but that seems sort of silly. We may get the boost. Nope, just passes the jam first. Fun fact with Chopper there, you can, because you decide for after you execute the maneuver, as far as I'm tracking, you can do your fine-tune controls and then pass it. So he could have done a fine-tune controls barrel roll or whatnot and then passed it if he wanted.
Yeah, he absolutely can. And he's all in on a block right now.
There's a lot of space there.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
The 5 forward.
I think he's got the boost here too if he wants it.
Oh, I don't know.
Boost left? You can't take a token, so you know, you might as well try, right?
Yeah, I mean, shoot. Why not?
You get out of all arcs if you do that. You don't give green that range 1. I don't know if it clears, but I'd probably at least try. Oh, that's close. There it is. Kylo can barrel roll boost as well.
Jedi is asking, is this David from Manchester, UK? You know what? I didn't ask him if he's David from Manchester, but I'll tell you what. He's got an accent that would suggest he's from England.
If I'm looking at TTT correct, it's David W.
Yeah, David Wynn.
Yep.
Yep, that's it. That's it, Jedi.
Kylo getting the, oh man, doesn't really sold out on a close-in block.
Yeah.
Green's gonna take a banger here from Kylo.
Click denies the range 1 bonus, but Kylo rolls hit crit anyway. And the crit goes through. It's a double. And it's a direct, and it's a dead green. And that green milled a lot of double damages.
Rip. Did he miss a dedicated trigger there again? I don't know if that was quite in range.
Probably could have, yeah.
0-2.
And no shots for the Republic this turn. Guns all facing the wrong direction.
Oh, let's reroll one of their blank results, so he could not have dedicated. Yep. Jedi's got it in the chat.
2 hits. 2 evades. Alright, well, now if you're the Republic, you're feeling bad, right? Like...
Yeah, that didn't go quite how he planned.
Yeah, Jedi, you can only reroll dedicated blanks, which I of course knew, like the encyclopedia of X-Wing I am. I just didn't mention it because I knew Droid was going to come to the realization on his own. You can't deny people that, you know, it's called learning. And
thanks for letting me,
yeah, learn
myself. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Clearly, that's what was happening. I think we all agree that was what was happening there.
I've played a whole lot of dedicated, clearly. So
Yeah, so much dedicated. We see dedicated a lot. Just it's one of the things we see the most, I think. I agree with myself. Thank you. This is a video of a guy. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this could be a good turn to see red and blackout both turn back in with the expectation that we're gonna see turnaround maneuvers from Dezlin, or he'll be at odd angles trying to, turn and boost back around or whatnot. Probably not expecting a whole lot of tokens over there outside force and dedicated protecting them for Dezlin.
Deader, it's going good. How's your day, buddy? I'm worried about doing a red maneuver with click right now. I think maybe you don't red maneuver with click. I think you're probably free to do it with Obi, with the blue squadron, even Ahsoka. Although Ahsoka will end up jamming herself. How's it going? 2 and 2, and I'm salt mine. I'll salt you a little bit. Sucks.
She could jam click and pick one of the locks. Because click, does click have? No, click just has one out there, and I think you want to use it for denying the range bonus, but.
So she jams herself, gets rid of the target lock, and it's gonna spend a force to give an action to click, which will target lock Sinar Jameis, and herself will focus. Stressy. Blackout and Kylo. Blackout. Or sorry, this is Kylo. 2 card. Clear stress.
One heart does not.
One heart. Yeah,
stress.
sorry. Yeah, I was testing you. And a Talon. All right. Respect that. Obi 4K.
Well, he'll have CLT if he wants to burn force.
Ooh, just out.
Ah, that feels
Blackout, nothing. Kylo, nothing. And again, I think the only variable is click. That click does reach out range 3. And a nice range 3 bonus and roll some natties. That's going to be a crit on red. That's off the shields. No more shield for silencers. Silencers are now hull upgraded interceptors.
There's so many points, just so close.
Gonna spend the lock for 1. This is gonna be 5 dice. Find 1 evade. Finds 4 of them just cuz. Disrespectful. I haven't seen the sun today, Dezlin.
Have I seen the sun? I have seen the sun. Barely, but I did see it. Apparently Kylo has arc, but Obi did not. Kylo has, or not Kylo, Signer Jameis.
Yeah.
Jameson. Ooh.
We go by the chat arc, we go by the chat log, not the thing. So Obi isn't an arc, so this is gonna be on click. No. Yep. No. He changed his mind and then changed it back. Going to click for 1. Click. 1 evade. 3 blanks, but 1 evade.
Well, back to dials we go.
Yeah.
This is quite the game they've got going on right now.
Zappin, thank you for the follow. It's interesting because like when everyone knife fights, does anyone knife fight? But you didn't think you were gonna get philosophy when you tuned in.
I'm gonna vote yes. But I do in fact believe that everyone is knife fighting at that point. But
everybody was knife fighting.
So we could see, we'll see what the Signer Jameis does, but Ahsoka will likely have a good target to pass that jam to.
Yeah, and like you said, she can always boost too if she didn't get far enough. She can boost, FTC boost, and then pass the jam.
You know, you take a look at the score, 45-0, and you're like, oh man, you know, David's you know, keeping a solid lead here, and then you look at the health and realize that all 3 silencers are 1 damage away from giving up massive points.
I mean, Kylo's got sense on him. That's it, and he is still 81 points. Turns out, Force is good. Who knew? Not me. I didn't know.
And to Dudetif in the chat, it will always be Signer Jameson now. I refuse to say it correctly any longer on this stream, since I've already messed it up twice at least.
So we're going to start streaming Fridays. Signer Jameson Fridays. Everyone flies silencers and we all drink Jameson.
I mean, I'm not opposed.
I said it in jest, but as I thought about it, I was like, it's not the worst idea I've ever had. Straight in. Saying, you know what? I reject your blocks and insert my own. And I think this is a trap for Click more than anything else. Was he gonna barrel roll? There is. Ahsoka? I think you can probably get that range 1 there and jam. He'll jam the focus or the target lock. I think he jammed the focus, right? Hope he's not turning in. Right? Nope, I'm wrong.
Maybe it's just the 2 forward then, and he's worried about future rounds.
Maybe he's thinking,
or doesn't think he's gonna have a shot this turn.
Yeah.
Or a shot on him this turn.
And it's gonna be a target lock focus onto Blackout. So Blackout has now become the target. And Blue is just gonna jump, gets rid of stress. And Click is through.
Ooh.
Click.
That could pose problems for Obi.
I think this is probably thought about already. At least I hope it is. I don't know, maybe not.
It looks like he's thinking about that boost.
Steve says I gotta buy, so I'm getting drunk. All right. So red barrel roll left. Kylo is like, you know what? You guys have fun. I'm gonna party to this top side of the board.
Kyle's just gone. He's like, nah, man, I'm good.
And here's Blackout. Does a boost or a barrel roll boost, classic like soon tier level barrel roll boost, get you out of Ahsoka?
I think it gets you out of Ahsoka, but not out of Obi.
And he's gonna take that roll to get some distance.
I think if he went forward, he might have.
Yeah.
Would have been real close on whether he was at arc, but.
Obi's gonna spend a force for a barrel roll.
Nice. He could boost here and get CLT if he wanted, but then he's completely relying on his force.
He's just
takes
focus.
the focus. Yeah.
I think that's smart. Probably, yeah. Agreed. Blackout with this first banger here. And again, he's gonna try to get into click, baby. 3v4 on the click. Oh, you don't spend on that, right? Oof.
Nope.
Range 2, Obi-Wan in the Blackout. Spends his focus. Blackout evades.
And thus far this round, both players have brought their wiffle bats.
Yeah, glass. I was going to say glass cannons, but I was like the opposite way. For just one, spends his charge to deny the range bonus. Oh, he doesn't have a lock, so Blackout does get the range. Just needs one paint. Finds that paint. And did Ahsoka shoot?
It's Blackie 2710 in the chat, also known as Kenobi over at X-Wing Debrief. I think a concrete squirt gun, you could at least throw the concrete squirt gun at someone and do more damage than the ships at that turn.
Yeah, not wrong. Not wrong. We've got 32 minutes left, and I mean, listen, I know you got these silencers one away from points, but you gotta actually score the points first, right? Like, you gotta get points on the board.
He's so close. Just like a tickle. Just a little bit more.
Come on. Come on. Get there.
So I think it's too early for David to fully disengage. I don't think there's a way he runs for 30 minutes. Kylo is just straight gone right now.
Yeah, Kylo's out to lunch.
What David might be doing is just protect the 41 points that Kylo would give up for half, which is much closer to gets much closer to the lead he has right now. Use the signer Jameson, Engineer, and Blackout to try to continue to pick out points and get above what their half point thresholds are for points, and then be able to try to escape here. We do see Ahsoka turn in and jam, then lock Blackout.
She actually spent a force to give Obi-Wan the lock on Blackout.
Nice. It's a good move.
Surprised she didn't. She would still get a regular action herself, right?
Yep. Ahsoka already has a lock there too, but Blackout Just goes zoom, zoom. Blackout is still an arc of the Blue Squadron Protector.
Yeah, but no shots of Blackout's own. Kind of wouldn't hate a barrel roll. Kylo. Oh, hey, Kylo's gonna come play. I was like, oh, you guys having fun without me? Come on. And here comes the click. Click, click, boom. Range 3. Or hit crit natties.
Nice.
Oh, Blackout.
That's a crit on the hull.
Hit crit going in. Half points given up. It. And that crit. It's a direct. Blackout's sitting on 1. Dezlin was like, not close enough to dead. And David was like, no, it's close enough. For 1 crit, Blackout needs a natty evade, gets a natty evade. The Jameson engineer onto Obi-Wan Kenobi. For 2 hits, Obi, 1 paint, takes a shield, but now Obi's 1 away from half.
That was on Click. So Click took a
Oh,
damage.
it was on
there.
Click? All right.
Yep. So Click took a damage. He's 1 away from dead.
He's 1 away from dead. I thought that was going to be on Obi. Are we sure that's on Click?
Obi did the
Oh,
sloop,
God,
so he
I
got
messed
hurt.
them up again.
It doesn't
Unreal.
help that they're both colors,
I hate
like
these ships.
red or pink.
I hate them. Is that a custom Obi paint, or is that just how it spawns? I don't know, but like, oh my God, I did it again.
Yeah, I think it's how they spawn, but both bases are a similar color, and both ships look very similar to each other.
Right. I am the worst streamer on the planet.
Our powers combined, we can continue to be the worst stream ever.
Speaking of, we haven't given. Well, okay, that seemed mean. Speaking of streams, good streams. Tune into the X-Wing debrief.
Look at that. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it. For those of you who haven't gone over to X-Wing Debrief, we typically will stream a couple games every Monday night following Greg's phenomenal Among Us or debates or whatever is happening on Variety Monday. And we'll get a couple games in, sort of a military themed stream, blog, etc. So feel free to check us out. But while we're here over on Nickel City in the incredible Tri-City tournament, let's see what our players are going to get rolling here. I think dials are set.
He's just considering what to do with Blackout. I think Blackout's probably trying to run away. Like, do you think we get turn-ins onto Kylo this turn?
I think maybe one more turn here. Since Kylo's, I mean, he may come in here, but he's still pretty far away. That SJE turn there really creates a lot of issues for Dezlin and how he maneuvers here. This Blue Squadron Protector is trying to set up the block on the turn, or the what I think is an expected turn. Oh, never mind. Maybe it's not. We get the jam over on SJE from the blocked Ahsoka, which is another really powerful piece of that chopper. Feels kind of dirty like a Nantex.
Click, is he using that almost single-minded attack on Click to put other ships in bad position, baiting them to shoot? focus boost here from Kylo Ren.
Yep,
Just
that's gonna
assuming
give
it's a
him
focus
range
boost.
3.
Yeah, it better be a focus boost.
So that gives him a range 3 on click to take him out here and set up a good range 1 from SJE on Ahsoka.
Oh, it doesn't bump. I think he might have wanted it to bump, no?
I think. Well, no, he can escape now. So
Yeah,
I
he can barrel roll to the left. Focus
he could
barrel roll?
Oh man. Left and back would fit. I'm wondering if he's looking right. If you go like right and forward and then boost up. I think Dezlin wanted that block for whatever Obi's doing, but
Jedi says that Obi is slooping. I'm gonna disagree.
ooh,
Whoa.
nice.
Whoa. So 3 shots coming in on click. But Obi's like, you know what? If you go down, I'm going down with you. All right. So you shoot with Kylo Ren here and see if you can get click first, right?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
And this is Blackout. I believe he said range 1 into Obi-Wan, I believe was called.
Yep, Obi just having the force here for defense.
Not a bad roll. That's shield crit. And that is a blue stabilizer.
Yep, loose stabilizer. Really bad with where he's at on the board.
And he's gonna go on Obi-Wan here. He's sensing blood in the water, and he might have blood in the water.
Oh,
Obi is out. Simultaneous fire. No reason to spend force here. Obi-Wan has to take Blackout out now. He has to. Range 1, Obi-Wan hit crit natties. Blackout. 1 blank, and that's enough. Blackout dies.
so remember earlier when I was talking about wiffle bats?
Yeah, it's like they brought out the aluminums.
Yeah, aluminum's wrapped with barbed wire, I think is where we're at right now.
So Click's gonna spend a charge to deny the range 3 bonus and rolls double crits. Kylo, 1 blank, 2 evades. Dash says, so not that I wasn't listening to the stream, but I was looking at some ships. The G9 Rigger class light fighter seems to be the Republic version of a Falcon, maybe. I have to look up and figure out what that ship is.
So with Blackout dead, is it a good time to talk about Blackout with sensitive controls when that pack comes out for Imperial?
I mean, that's like a cheap way, right? That's a cheap way to do it. So the G9 Rigger was Anakin's shuttle, right, Dash? I got that correct? I don't think that's a Millennium Falcon. I think that's a G at best.
This is the range 2 from SJE onto Click with no damage done. Kenobi.
I think you faded out a little bit there.
Kenobi saying that they threw the concrete squirt gun. I totally agree.
Yeah. Through the concrete. Let's go to Gerg with the scoring update.
Your score with 21 minutes left is David 98, Dezlin 67.
Thanks, Gerg. Oh, Hando, come on, buddy. You're still like, what, a month into learning the game?
Yeah, I mean, we've all seen Ando play. You know, he's jumped over to your stream and whatnot a few times. Man, if I was where you were at a month into playing this game, I'd be really happy. Like, there's some really good players in this tournament right now. I would not worry about it. Just keep having fun, man. And then go crush us on squadrons, and it's all good.
Yeah. And here is the Talon roll. Could the Blue Squadron Protector end up being the MVP? It's going to spend a force to boost Click. Then we'll have to chop her herself. Ando saying he just hates force users. Oh, what a... I love that move. That's so good. But here is Kylo Ren. And this is focus.
Kylo's on the hunt.
Begins.
There's the focus boost from Kylo. Kylo's going to take this range 1 banger into Ahsoka. And Click denies Kylo the range 1. So that's going to be 2. The Force. Ahsoka. Man. Ahsoka gets half pointed by blanking out. Check ranges. Senator Jameis is at range 1, so he is going to go ahead. Let's throw dice. 3 dice, range 1. Or hit crit into the Senator Jameis, who can take a crit on the shield, spends the focus.
That's crit. That crit's going to go under. That's half points there.
I think,
Did he just put that card on
yeah.
Kylo?
That crit's on red, I believe. So that is a hull breach. Bet Dezlin wishes it was Kylo for the points there. Dash, have a good day, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the sub earlier. Appreciate you joining us.
So if I can bring a little tradition over from X-Wing Debrief where within the 20-minute mark, which for us means we talk win conditions. And so
Sure.
Right now we're at a just under a 35-point game here. So with Senator Jameis halved killing, the SJE isn't gonna get you the points you need if you're Dezlin, but halving Kylo will, getting 41 points on Kylo. That's assuming obviously you don't lose Ahsoka, Click, or half points on the Blue Squadron. But if I'm Dezlin right now, you've got time still. You could get the kill on SJE, but really you need the half on Kylo to get up on points if you don't lose anything else, or get the kill and then half on Kylo. Obviously you could kill Kylo as well, but I don't think that we're going to see that from David. Especially David let him get that opportunity. And then David, I think if you're David, you're just looking for a good opportunity here to get a pot shot at Ahsoka or Click and take them off the board. And then I don't see the Blue Squadron Protector, unless you get in at range 1, doing much damage to these silencers. But we get red piecing out here.
Yeah, I think maybe you turn in on the Blue Squadron and try to get half points out of him. Jabs Kylo. I'm in. Alright, Kylo still has force. And gonna spend a force to barrel roll. And we'll take a lock onto Kylo Ren. So, hoping to catch Kylo here.
Trying to block that 2 bank there, or get a good shot on a 2 hard. Nice little kill box set up here for Kylo.
Dezlin is all in on Kylo Ren as he needs to be right now. One more damage on Kylo Ren without giving out anything else would indeed give points. So Kylo, I don't think there's anywhere Kylo goes that it isn't 2 shots right now. Maybe a boost barrel roll, like boost right or boost left rather, and then barrel roll right could possibly get out of blue.
This kill box here could be the game. With the amount of time we have left, if Kyle gets to the edge and just heads to the top of the board, he's going to be really tough to catch. But good opportunity here for Dezlin to be able to get this 1 damage he needs in. And this Signer Jameis Sin engineer is he's gonna have, if Dezlin goes up on points, he's gonna have a tough time getting back into the fight.
Yeah, I think I boost here as well, but no, he's not going to. So he's just gonna go ahead and take these shots and try to tank them. Click. For 1. He's thinking about spending the lock. And expensive focus, that's 2 hits. Kylo needs 2 paints. He's gonna have to spend both 4s. All right, it's up to the Blue Squadron Protector now. Hero of the Republic, range 2. For a hit crit. Kylo Ren. For 1, that's half points. Half points goes in. And the crit is a stunned pilot. That's a blank. I'll never admit that stunned pilot's a bad crit to take. I do not care about that at all.
Nope, no big deal. The big deal, though, is the point swing.
Greg, get in here!
Your points are now Dezlin 132, David 125.
Oh my, the 7-point swing. And now if you're Kylo Ren, if you're red, you have to re-engage. Oh boy, and you know what's gonna happen. Ahsoka, 1 hard, barrel roll, jam. Kylo's gonna have to do this all on 1 force.
Yikes. So red probably just turns left, moves to the bottom of the board, tries to get back as fast as he possibly can, and you hope the dice gods are in Kylo's favor here to try to punch back up into the lead.
I mean, blue is probably going for the block, but who's to say what a block is here? Who's to say? Mazerim says boom. Why say boom when you do it? We still have a couple turns left. I'll say that. Like, there's still time for red to get back into this fight. But now red has to get back into this fight. It has to. What a swing there. And what did I tell you about that Blue Squadron Protector? What did I tell you earlier? It was gonna be the difference maker. Hero of the Republic. All right, and here it is, the re-engage. Well, I guess this isn't exactly the re-engage. He fixes his crit and boosts for a stress, and he's still 1, maybe 2 turns away from re-engaging.
Yeah, I think he's 2 turns.
All right. Here is the Blue Squadron Protector.
If you think it's a 3 bank, you stay there.
Yeah. Ahsoka Tano. Jam. Spends a force to give Click a action. Spends another. And a barrel roll for her normal action. Click 2 straight. And we'll reacquire the target lock. Kylo, The
Oh.
one hard.
Oh, does he have click?
Oh, that is so close. That might be in or might be out. The angle's weird.
Oh. Oh boy.
No, he
No.
doesn't. He's going to deny the range 1 bonus on the Protector. The Protector needs to not take half here. Even a Protector's half is too much. Kylo. 2 hits. Hit crit coming in. The Protector. Blanks. Hit crit. Is it double damage? It's not. It's a damage sensor array.
Still above half. Click with the range 1 double modified. Nope. Oh no, he doesn't have that locked. So it's just a single modified. He spends the force for 3. Or focus, whatever.
Kylo. Kylo's taking 2. He's down to 1. And here's the thing, you can't even run away with Kylo. If you run away, you're leaving it all up to the red. SJE is stressed, it's just behind it, I think. There it is.
Yep.
That's just a camera angle trick. You don't have to be sorry. I appreciate you trying to keep us honest.
What a game so far.
Holy moly, by far our closest game of the night.
8.5 minutes remaining. There is time here for David to pull this back. It is a close game.
I mean, this is what, 2 turns maybe?
Yeah, I think these players are playing pretty quick. I think we get 2 in maybe 3. The thing is, Kylo is in a really tough spot with where you pick this this maneuver. You know, I mean, does Blue Squadron Protector turn around here, or do you just take a turn, barrel roll, try to get set up for a block on a another 3 bank or something like that?
Here's the thing, like, you kind of don't want to turn away, right? And there's the 2 bank from the SJE. And the boost. Just a boost. Keeping it frosty. All right. Putting all his eggs into that Kylo basket. Jamming Kylo. Spends a force to give.
Set up here.
Click a
Blue
focus.
Squadron set up.
All right. Kylo Ren. Ooh, the turn away. No, Kylo, no! Can Kylo get out of arc? I don't think. Oh, maybe Kylo. I think Kylo can get out of Ahsoka, but I don't think if he get. Or sorry. Like, fuck these ships. I think Kylo could get out of Click, but I don't think he could do it without putting himself into Ahsoka. And so he says, "I'm not going to try."
Just generating range here. Does that barrel roll fit? I don't think a barrel roll right fits. Does he just sit?
He's sitting. Click range 2. If 1 goes through, spends the lock for 2. If Kylo has 2 blanks, he does! Kylo's dead! Kylo goes off the board!
Wow.
Oh
That makes this
my!
really difficult.
I mean, what's the win con now? Annihilation? It's Click and
on
Ahsoka,
target.
right?
We're too close. Stay on target.
So it's a 47-point game.
Yeah.
Click and Ahsoka doesn't do it.
Click,
You
it would
need
be.
to have- you need to kill
Click would be
both and half the
17.
Blue Squadron.
Oh, that's. I mean, alright. Well, good luck. I don't think you have concussion missiles to set off any kind of chain reaction here, so.
Yeah, because
Floundering
you
is
need-
worse than silence.
You need there to be one ship remaining on the board that is less expensive than you at half.
Oh my.
And that ship can't be Ahsoka because Ahsoka's more expensive than you, right? So
Mason says,
Oh,
click,
boy.
click, boom, ready or not. Here comes the voice of the... Was it the voice of the South, does he say? Does he proclaim himself the voice of the South? And he's doing all he can do. Ahsoka. I mean, she's gonna have to jam herself, or can jam Click's target lock. Ahsoka does jam Click and spends a force to give Click the lock right back. And Ahsoka will take a lock. And he boosts like a linked action boost with it. And Ahsoka boosts and then takes a... Oh, Christ. Ahsoka's so good. And he's going to take a roll into an evade, try not to give up any more points here. And Click will just takes the bump. Clear stress. So Ahsoka and the Protector get their first shots. Range 2. Ahsoka is not willing to spend any mons right now.
Oh boy.
Click will deny the range bonus for 2 on 3 here from the Protector. For 1. And 1 evade.
Shoot
Now
Ahsoka.
Sider James should shoot Ahsoka.
Try to kill Ahsoka here, and then your win con is
2 more ships.
Well, yeah, but
Or
oh, man.
2. Ahsoka. 2 evades. Maze Rim, thank you so much for the compliment on the map. I don't know what Schooner pick for Mallrats is, but you know what? I like it. I know Mallrats does deal with comic books, and I'm going for a comic book effect, so, you know, take it.
2.5 minutes remaining. I think he really needed that turn.
Yeah, I don't...
I think it might be out of reach now.
I just don't know if you have... You need pretty much 3 turns, and I think you probably got 1. Oh, one of those flat images you have to see the 3D. I got you, yeah. Dread Eye asks, will Mark's Chewy game be uploaded to YouTube? Assuming there's no encoding errors or anything, I plan to put all of these games on YouTube. Maybe not tonight. I'm probably gonna walk away tonight and like just stand outside for a second. Just enjoy being a human. But see. Oh no. Gallon roll. I respect it. Yeah, all the games will be on YouTube. We'll get them up there. Thalakron says, what round? This is round 4 action. We'll be heading into round 5. Round 5 is supposed to start at 5:30, but as tournaments do, we're running a little bit late. Well, we didn't start late, but you know how it goes. Barrel rolls. I don't think that gets her out of arc. And Click is straight out of there. It says, it would be funny if Sayonara could kill Ahsoka. Match would end in salvo. What? Ahsoka's already been halved. I don't see how that ends in salvo. Torrent for 2 on the Sayonara JMS Engineer. And 1 goes in. No points there. Math is hard. I agree, buddy. No shame in the game there. 3 on 3. Natties! It's a crit. It's a fuel leak. That's a blank. And that is the game. Congratulations to Dezlin. The 172 to 125 win. But if you think that is any amount of distance, let me tell you, this basically was a 7-point game. Droid, any final thoughts?
What a great game. Greg, thank you so much for having me on for this game. Tons of fun. Appreciate both the players just giving us one thriller of a match, a banger of a match, if you will, and hope the rest of the day goes swimmingly. I'll certainly be watching.
Yep, we will be back. Let's call it like 5:40-ish for the next round. We still got some time left on the global timer, so it might be a little bit longer. We got about 5 minutes left in the global timer. Let's say, yeah, we'll say 5:40. Guys, we'll be back with round 5 starting soon. Hope to see you back here. This is the Tri-City Tournament Swiss round number 4, 5 starting soon. All right, man. Feel free to stick around if you want. Yeah, so I got the score as 172 for Dezlin to 125 for David. Sorry, go ahead. Yep.